Hello, hello, and welcome to Music World. And welcome to Tony Moore, our music expert. In this week's edition, we want to celebrate the life of a great musician from Liverpool. Maybe the greatest pop musician of all time. Right, Tony?
Yes, that's right. And of course, we're talking about John Lennon.
Yes, John Lennon, a famous singer and songwriter, but also sometimes a controversial figure. OK, Tony, let's look at the important moments of his short but very successful career.
Well, John was born on October the 9th, 1940, in Liverpool. He had a difficult childhood. His parents separated, and John lived with his aunt, Mimi. She was very, very strict, and she didn't like John spending all his time playing the guitar.
So John had a difficult childhood. And what about the Beatles? When did this amazing pop group start playing together?
In 1958, John met Paul McCartney at art school in Liverpool. This was the beginning of their musical journey together. Shortly afterwards, George Harrison joined them. At the beginning, the band was called the Quarrymen, but in 1959, they changed the name to the Beatles.
Interesting. Where did the band play?
Well, in Liverpool, of course, at the Cavern Club. But they gave their first series of performances in Hamburg, at the Star Club, in the city's red light district. The Beatles were very happy and had lots of fun in Hamburg. It was here in Hamburg that they developed their look, and in particular their famous hairstyle. A hairstyle that suddenly became fashionable all over the world.
Ah, that hairstyle. They were called mop tops, weren't they?
Yes, that's right.
What was their first #1 single?
The single Please Please Me. It was an immediate success and went to the top of the charts.
That's right.
Well, the four lads from Liverpool played together as the Beatles until 1970. Their last album was Abbey Road. Then the band broke up.
To the disappointment of all their fans. And then, what did John do next?
He started a successful solo career. Imagine and Plastic Ono Band were popular albums.
Did John ever try to reunite the Beatles?
Oh, no. His relationship with Yoko Ono became very, very important for him. John and Yoko started to get involved in politics. They began to spread a message of world peace.
And when was he killed?
John was killed on the 8th of December, 1980, outside his New York apartment in the Dakota Building.
Who killed him?
Mark David Chapman, a Beatles fan.
And why?
Well, he was crazy. He was mad. He said Lennon had betrayed the ideals of his generation.
Yes, well, John was only 40 when he died, but he certainly isn't forgotten.
No, he certainly isn't forgotten. Today there's a garden in Central Park called Strawberry Fields to remember John's life. It's near the Dakota Building.
OK, so John Lennon. John Lennon, perhaps the greatest pop musician of all time. Thanks to our expert, Tony Moore.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you again next week for another edition of Music World. Goodbye.